And welcome back to the Four Seasons Arena. At ExpoPark, and it's game 2 of the Frontier Conference Championship. The men set the tip just in moments. And welcome back to the Four Seasons Arena at ExpoPark, and it's game 2 of the Frontier Conference Championship. The men set the tip just in moments from now. It'll be Montana Tech, the #1 seed, against Providence to decide who moves on to the NAI National Tournament. Chris Byers along with Adam Rodriguez. Ladies' game is in the books. Let's talk about the men. We start with Providence. They're going to need all the help they can get. Home crowd, lots of momentum, good shooting. They got to bring it all tonight to take down this Montana Tech. Team.
You said it. I mean, we'll get to Tech here eventually, but Providence, like you said, they're an energy team, and if they got the energy behind them, they will get on a roll, and when they're on, they are on, and they are a hard team to stop with Antoine Boyd Jr. and Jameel Bowles. Those guys are and they are a hard team to stop with Antoine Boyd Jr. and Jameel Bowles. Those guys are the Energizer Rabbit.
So that's the setup for tonight's men's championship game. The Argos of Providence, the Ore Diggers from Montana Tech come back. Opening tip is next on SWX.
Yeah, JC's in his second.
welcome back to the Four Seasons Arena at ExpoPark. And it's Game 2 of the Frontier Conference Championship. The men set the tip just in moments from now. It'll be Montana Tech, the number 1 seed, against Providence to decide who moves on to the NAI National Tournament. Chris Byers along with Adam Rodriguez. Ladies' game is in the books. Let's talk about the men. We start with Providence. They're going to need all the help they can get. Home crowd, lots of momentum, good shooting. They got to bring it all tonight to take down this Montana Tech team.
You said it. I mean, we'll get to Tech here eventually, but Providence, like you said, they're an energy team, and if they got the energy behind them, they will get on a roll, and when they're on, they are on, and they are a hard team to stop with Antoine Boyd Jr. and Jameel Bowles. Those guys are the Energizer Rabbit from the get-go. And if those two are on, it is a fun team to watch.
Montana Tech, of course, the number 1 seed. Quite simply, they are the gold standard in the men's side of the bracket in the Frontier Conference. Coach Hyatt has them at the top year in and year out.
You said it. They're the gold standard, and with the start they had yesterday, you'd think it's hard for them not to win it here today, coming out, shooting threes left and right, and every three they shot, it seemed like he was just hitting nothing but the bottom of the net. And it was all clean makes, and they look solid from the tip, and I wouldn't be surprised if they come out like that again today.
All right, so that's the setup for tonight's men's championship game. The Argos of Providence, the Ore Diggers from Montana Tech come back. Opening tip is next on SWX.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave. He shows up every game and always doing it right, Mr. Lloyd. Ladies and gentlemen, one more bit of business. Here we go with our starting lineup for this clash of athletes. On the visitors' side of the scoreboard tonight, the University of Providence Argos. Your starting lineup as follows. A 6'7" grad student from Chicago, number 2, Mike Wright Jr.
Providence and Montana Tech for the Frontier Conference Men's Tournament Basketball Championship. Welcome back to the Pacific Steel and Recycling and Arena here in Great Falls as the men are just about set to go here. Winner, of course, getting that ticket punch to the NAI National Tournament. And Adam, as we look at this matchup, both teams playing last night, and Montana Tech raced out to a 20-2 lead over Rocky Mountain College, then had to hang on for dear life as the Bears cut it from 24 points down to 3 at 64-61, but hung on for the win. So Tech is here, and then on Providence side, they hang on to beat Carroll College in a nail-biter, 74-70 as we look at the starting lineups.
Yeah, you said it, Tech. Rocky made it scary on them a little bit, that's for sure. But with how good this team is, how poised they are, that Rocky comeback, it rattled them a little bit, but just being able to come back and able to hold that lead and just come away with the 82-73 win, that was big for them. And yeah, Providence, I know that win meant a little bit more to them, beating their rival Carroll, so that one was a little scary for them, but I'm excited to see how both teams come out tonight. Both teams love feeding off the energy. Both are energetic teams, and we are in for a fantastic matchup this evening.
Jameel Bowles leading the way with 21 points in last night's win for Providence. And on the other side of the ledger, Montana Tech, boy, were they hot in that game. Finished shooting 58% from the field, 50% from three-point line. As we said, built that 24-point lead. Peffer with 18 points, OKK and Ure each with 14. So we're ready to go in this championship game here in Great Falls. The Argos, the home team, the top seed Ore Diggers from Montana Tech. Tech is controlled by Tech. And we'll go into their first offensive set. Decons with the spin move inside, hard to the basket. Shot won't go, but the offensive rebound is right there. Great save by OKK.
Yeah, and if you're Providence, you want to try to come away with that rebound there quick. It's a good miss to force right out of the gates.
Here's a three on the way by Bake that won't go, pulled down by the Argos. Jameel Bowles, their leading scorer last night, brings it across, just underway, opening quarter. A.J. Boyd now with the basketball. He's another guy that could score at over 14 a game. This team lightning quick. Let's see how they start. Three-pointer no good by Wright and cleared out of there by Montana Tech. I think the key to this game, as we talked about for the Argos, quick start.
Yes, you got to jump out quick, and they, depending on the night, they can jump out quick, and they'll jump out as fast as blinking an eye, and that's how fast they can get going. And if they see the shots start to fall early, it's going to be a good night for Providence.
Okay, K for three, can't get it to go. Rebound, taken out of there by the Argos. Chavez knocks it down. First points of the game going to the Argos. Chavez just over 9 points a game.
Yeah, Chavez got that nice smooth lefty stroke from outside the arc, and he's not afraid to shoot it. He'll put on a dribble show and hit a little step back in every now and then pull it out.
Decons drives hard to the basket. Offensive rebound to Montana Tech. Peffer drives, draws the foul. That'll go against Wright. It's on A.J. Boyd. Going to be a shooting foul. It's going to send Peffer to the line.
At the line for the Diggers, number 33, Carson Peffer.
Peffer, 73% free throw shooter. First one is up and in.
Yeah, and right now, Montana Tech, their athleticism seems to be quite a bit right now for the Argos. They're just grabbing off boards quick and early. And with a team this good, you can't give up too many boards.
Second free throw, no good. So, Providence working in the half-court set here. They'll bring it back out, set it up. Boyd with the basketball. A lot of times you'll see a clear out for him, and he just attacks the rim. He's so quick.
Very quick.
Shot clock winding down. Going to have to throw this one up. And a wild heave. Great defense as Bowles able to get it off, but really had no look at it. Just good defense by the Ore Diggers, who score at 78 points a game, give up 62. That's a scoring margin of 16 on the season.
Yeah, and you can see there, and that's just a costly turnover early from Blake. But just on that last defensive possession, the way Tech able to head to screens and not let either Bowles or Boyd come off the screens and go downhill, hedging it super early, being active with the hands, showing hands, and really making it tough for their drivers to get anywhere near the bucket.
Started the season, the Ore Diggers did 11 straight wins. Worth noting they lost their last 3 coming into this. Shot on the way up and in by A.J. Boyd. An early 5-1 lead now for the Argos in this first half. Bake, straightaway 3 is good. So Keely Blake, the senior from Fairfield, knocks it down, averaging just under 11 points a game. Back the other way, the Argos can answer. Right shot won't go. Down the field, up and in. Wow, transition basketball at its best as Peffer gets the finish.
Yep, fantastic vision there from Decons, and just to see Peffer run it down the outside, opposite side of him on the break, and just a good finish there.
Here's Bowles. I'm going to draw the foul here.
Fouls on KK.
First team foul for Montana Tech. 4 minutes into the first half, we're tied at 5. Yep, Tech's defense just collapsing in the paint there. Turnover, and we'll go to Montana. We'll go back to the Diggers on offense.
Yeah, Tech. I know the Argos like to play fast, but Tech really speeding up the Argos when they're just settling in that half-court offense. The Argos, they like to go fast, but it's fast on the break.
Little token pressure there in the backcourt. Tech brings it across quickly. Now they look inside to Ure. Ure, good post move. Oh, gets it knocked away. Gets it right back.
Yeah, good contest there from Wright. Made Ure kind of double clutch that shot there.
He did, just totally altered it. Here's Bowles. Bowles throws up the air ball. And here comes Bake right back the other way quickly. Montana Tech. Okeke with the drive. He's sealed off nicely. Peffer, jump stop. Throws this one up. Nothing but air, and Okeke runs it down for the offensive rebound. Oh, baseline in and out by Bake won't go. A.J. Boyd. Let's see if they don't try to isolate those quick guards. Spread the court out. Let them attack the middle of the basket.
Right. Yeah, it'll usually go to Boyd too if they're trying to get that ISO. They'll try to get that Boyd or Bowles ISO.
KK with a basketball, reverse layup up and in. So the transfer from Carroll College connects off the turnover. Diggers have their first lead of the game at 7-5.
The Diggers are just playing fantastic defense right now, and you can see they're just the screens. They're having to set the screens up high because they're playing such tight ball pressure on the guards, and anytime they're coming up with that screen, it's just that hedge. The hedge is just really pushing them back towards that half-court line, making it tough.
Levi Torgerson in. Along with Braden Cook. Here's Boyd. And another turnover. Atanasov turns it over, and Montana Tech gets the basketball right back. 13:49 to play here in the first half. Diggers, the top seed in this Frontier Conference tournament, lead the Argos by 2, 7-5. Today's Frontier Conference basketball matchup is brought to you in part by the Frontier Conference. The Frontier Conference, where champions are born. Championship game in the men's side of the bracket here at the postseason Frontier Conference tournament. Winner moving on to the NAIA National Tournament. Diggers are in either way, it appears. For Providence, the stakes much higher. They need to win to get in.
Yeah, and I know this team would love to join their fellow counterpart in the women's team.
Yeah. Well, with their record sitting at 16 wins, they will obviously have to win this. Montana Tech going to get in either way, but I do think there is a good motivation for Montana Tech, in a couple of reasons. As Decons hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. One, they had that little three-game losing streak, so you want to rebuild that momentum. And two, you want to host.
Right.
And so, being the tournament champions, going to make a difference there.
Yeah, I think that just goes to any team. Just being able to host a game as big as any national tournament game, I think that's a huge plus for you. You get your home crowd with you, and it helps with the momentum and energy.
Here's Boyd with the tough shot. Wow, got the leaner in the lane, 10-7. Four Diggers by 3. Ure gives it up to Cook, wheeling the ball around. Shot clock now down inside 10. Okeke. Nice work inside, gets the tough lay-in. Pushes the lead back to 5 at 12-7. 12:34 to play first half. Last time these two teams meet, it was a 30-point win for Montana Tech. Do you see how they spread the floor there, Adam? And those four corners, and they let these guys just drive the middle. Here's a long three on the way that won't go. Hushaw misses.
Yeah, they want to let their guards get into the paint because they do have good shooters on the outside to where it's let them draw in a couple guys in the middle and find those guys outside the arc.
Here's Ure. Kicks it outside. Torgerson, spin move. Oh, nicely done.
Take.
Not known for his scoring, but the junior from Great Falls connects. Oh, by the way, he's a pretty good football player. This just in.
Yeah, Tech just really not letting Providence find their groove right now. You can just see they're picking up the ball pressure super high out there.
Atanasov right at the shot clock, got it away but won't go. Yeah, this Montana Tech defense has been superb. They know what the Argos want to do on offense, and so far they haven't been able to.
And typically a lot of times if you know they're going to drive, you tend to play back a little bit on the defensive side, but I think they're really just speeding them up, and it's making it even harder for the guards to try to find their drive.
14-7. Here's a tough three, and it's good. Wow, what a shot by A.J. Boyd. The senior from St. Petersburg, Florida, knocks the three down. It's a 4-point game.
Yeah, getting A.J. going early is key for Providence.
Yeah, Decons comes right back on the baseline drive, beat his man, and gets the easy lay-in. There's that drive. That's what they do best on that offensive set. As Boyd just blew past his defender, drove in but missed the easy layup.
Yeah, you can see his reaction. He wants that layup back. He knows he probably should have made that one.
Okay, K to inbounds. Boy, the job that head coach Adam Hyatt has done with this Montana Tech team the last 4 years, just eye-popping numbers.
Yeah, it's amazing, and just the guys that he's able to work around too. I mean, when you look at their stats from the year, 6 guys averaging double figures.
Yeah.
It's great numbers for such a talented team.
Here's OKK. Shot clock winding down. Backs in. Can't get it to go. Missed the easy lay-in. Cleared out of there by the Argos. Here comes Providence. Down 6. Boyd, top of the key. Fight for the loose ball. Stays with the Argos. Well, Boyd is dialed in on his offensive game tonight, and he is looking to score.
He is, and that's what you want. Now you just got to hope some of the other Argos are getting ready to follow his lead and try to put the ball in the bucket.
Timeout on the court. 9:48 to play here in the first half. Montana Tech leads by 6 over the Argos here in Great Falls.
Shooting at the line, Jameel Bowles.
Jameel Bowles
And we've got a timeout.
at the line. Another timeout is taken. And Providence hanging around, which is important. You look at that last game that we talked about right at the end of the season, that Montana Tech won 83-52. Now, prior to that, the Argos did get a win, 77-60, and then it was again in the first meeting of the 3 meetings, Montana Tech. When they win big.
Yeah, they really do.
One by 30, one by 25, but then the Argos did get that victory in there. And it's also worth noting, I think, too, Adam, that when you're playing teams 3 times during the regular season, then you're playing them again potentially in the tournament.
In the tournament, yes.
This is the 4th meeting between these schools, and so you know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
And you're not going to really do anything that's going to surprise the other team, so oftentimes it just comes down to execution. You know what they're doing, they know what you're doing.
Yeah, and it's all about, I mean, Coach has emphasized it too, it's all about just that film study, how well you study the film, how well you see the defense that they're going to play. But it honestly seems like Tech is playing a little more aggressive on the defensive end that Providence maybe wasn't ready for, that they've maybe seen in those first 3 matchups in the past. Yeah,
I think so. I mean, Tech is known for its offense and ability to score, but I agree with you. I think tonight their defense has been excellent.
Yeah.
Lead is 4. Decons with the basketball up top. Argo's showing some good defense.
They are, and that just goes to how quick they are too. It's kind of like the women's team in a sense as well, with their guards able to fly around and recover, fill in those gaps on the defensive side at any point in time.
Providence finished just a game back in the Frontier Conference regular season race behind Tech. Orediggers were 10-5. Here's a 3 on the right side, and it's good. Quinn Swanson, the freshman, knocking down a 3, and it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, that's big. Anytime you can have guys coming off the bench and filling in that role and get anything to spark the energy, it's huge for any team.
OKK turns, let's go, won't go. Here comes Bowles. Little run here for the Argos. Left side 3 won't go, as Wright can't finish it. Oh, that would have brought the place to
that would have blown the roof off this place. And those are ones that Mike Wright typically typically makes. You don't see him miss those transition threes, especially in his corner. That's his spot. You don't see him miss those very often.
Wow, tough shot by Decons, gets it to go. Kind of got caught down there in the baseline, was looking to throw. No one was there, so he snaps it up and scores. 3-point game. Another long three attempt, no good this time, as Swanson can't get that one to go. Bake now will back it off, set the offense.
Yep, Providence switching to a nice 2-3 zone here.
Nice kick out pass, three is good by Pepper.
Which, I gotta say, going to the 2-3 zone, it's kind of an interesting move. I mean, Tech's not scared to shoot it from outside.
No.
I mean, they're just under 40% from deep, so a very good shooting team.
Oh, there's a great block by Decons, but goes right into the hands of Swanson. Lots of contact inside, and Bowles is going to go to the line. Bowles, a 73% free throw shooter on the season. Argos trail by 6 at the 7:06 mark of the first half. Second half of our Frontier Conference Championship doubleheader. First free throw is up and in. The home team, the Lady Argos from Providence, getting their ticket punched to the NAIA National Tournament with a win over Rocky Mountain College in convincing manner.
Yeah.
Boy, did they look good in the second half.
Yeah, I know both of us didn't expect that outcome, and I'm sure the fans here weren't expecting that kind of outcome in that game.
Antonasov is in for the Argos.
Antonasov checks in for the Argos. Timeout on the court, 7:06 to play here in the first half. 21-17 our score, and you know, when you look at what Coach Hyatt has done with this program, the numbers in the last 4 seasons are just mind-boggling. Now consider this: 21-22 season, 27-7, 29-5 in 22-23, 27-5 in 23-24. And then 24-6 this season, regular season champions. I don't know how much more dominant a program can be over a stretch of 5 years.
And again, props to the players there. They really, the shows are coming in. They're buying into this program. They're buying into Coach Hyatt's, his philosophy and everything, and they are just going with his game plan. And it's working out just fine for the Diggers.
As we mentioned, hoping to claim the tournament championship, but either way, we'll be going to the postseason. Good ball rotation, good defense by the Argos. Shot clock winding down. Pepper will throw it up. Oh, great position inside, whistle and a foul. Connor Machad was down low on that. They're gonna get him for the foul.
I think he's going a double foul here. Going for that rebound. I mean, the two of them, it just obviously looked like they got a little tangled up there.
Interesting call inside, but boy, a lot of credit to Providence in this first half.
Yes.
As they are playing hard on both ends of the court, forcing Montana Tech. I think their defense has been excellent on the Diggers in this first half. Right now, holding them at just 21 points, contesting every shot.
Yeah, we've talked about Tech's defense and how they're picking up so high in the half court, but Providence, they are slowing Tech down. I know Tech likes to get out and run, and they like to get going and find their groove early, but Providence just doing as good of a job on the defensive end and playing as aggressive as your Diggers are, and it's huge. Only to trail 4 to a team that went up 20-2 yesterday is big for Providence.
Yeah, boy, they came out so strong against Rocky, and that game looked like it was going to be over by halftime. And
yeah,
Battling Bears putting the battling in Bears.
Yeah.
Billy Drykosen and his boys cut it to 3-point game. Adam, the Argos got some fans over there behind the basket.
They got
the shirts off. They got the war paint on. There you go.
Good for them.
They got the name spelled right.
Yeah, no one's in the wrong spot.
No one's in the wrong spot.
It's 10 out of 10 on execution on those students.
Turnover. Good shot by Ure to reach in there. That gives the ball back to Montana Tech, leading by 4. Very important for this Argo team to stay in touch here in the final 6 minutes of the first half. Pepper with a spin move. Backs his man down. Now they kick it out. And Ure misses the 3. Fight for the rebound. Taken down by the Argos. Chavez has it. Works off the screen up top. Boyd slices through but can't finish. Peffer. Decons with the dribble drive. Oh, they wave it off.
Oh, there it is.
They say foul before the shot.
Oh.
Whoa.
Foul is on the floor.
Okay, so Montana Tech, they do not give him the basket and will inbound. 4th team foul. Here's a tough shot on the baseline that won't go by Bake. OKK with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, Tech just getting a hand on nearly every offensive board possible.
Atanasov will be called for the foul up top. 5th team foul. Really not a lot of whistles in this game so far.
No.
Fast moving first half.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's not a guy you want to see go out with 3 fouls, and Atanasov's for the Argos, a big piece and a big factor, not only on the defensive side, but on the offensive side as well for Providence.
OKK goes inside to Ure. Got the size advantage. Drives in. Goes to the left hand, off the window, and scores. Good hard work by the senior from Idaho Falls, Michael Ure. Averages 12.5 per game. One of 6 players that average in double figures. There's a block by OKK. Decons quickly back the other way. Drives the lane and the finish.
Here comes Tech. They are starting to find their groove here.
And that's the thing with this team. They can score in bunches. All of a sudden, they've opened up an 8-point lead. Just under 5 to go here in the first half. Providence has to be careful here. Chavez working on Cook. There's that clear out down the lane. Shot no good. Got what they wanted, but Wright couldn't finish. Decons again. Oh, how about that move?
I mean, good defense there from Boyd. Yeah. Just straight up, just an easy contest.
3 on the way by Wright. Ure with the rebound. So the Argos unable to capitalize when they've had their chances. Just 17 points here in the first half. Ure wide open 3. He's got it. Michael Ure, the senior, knocks down a 3. And just like that, Montana Tech's open up an 11-point lead at 28-17. And when they score, they do it in a hurry.
They really do. And I don't know, that 3 was so clean. I don't know if you heard it in your headset, but you could hear the whip of the net from that three. But yeah, you said it. They score in a hurry. They score in bunches, and it's for the Argos. They really got to try to find a way to get the ball through the bucket and try to keep cutting down this lead. Don't want to go into the half too far down.
Michael, you're 6 feet 7 inches, but plays mostly to the inside, but had 33 threes coming in to this one. University of Providence, coached by J.C. Isaacson, just in his second season. There we go.
There they are.
There we go. See, those guys at that age, you can walk around without a shirt on. People like me, not so much. Keep the clothes on.
Oh, man. Good for the Tech students making their way up here, too.
Yeah, nice, really nice crowd. And Tech always travels well.
Yes.
During the football season, everywhere we went, if Tech was involved in a road game, whether it was in Dillon or over in Billings, they load them up. And there's always such great rivalries in the Frontier Conference. You know, you've got the I-15 corridor with Montana Tech and Carroll and Montana Western.
Yep.
And, you know, Providence has its own rivalries as well.
Yeah.
And this is, it's a great conference. It's homegrown. So many Montana kids are on these rosters across the board, and so competitive.
It really is. You just never know the outcome of anything, really. I mean, football, basketball, the competition is top-notch in this conference.
Well, and you look at the regular season race in the Frontier. Nice drive, whistle and a foul. Good job by Hushaw to draw contact. Foul is on Okeke.
At the line, Dylan Hushaw.
And Hushaw, 86% from the free throw line. 25 of 29 on the season. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and to get to the line in that moment, too, the shot clock winding down, it's just a good veteran move out of Hushaw to recognize the time and try to get to the bucket in that moment when you know Tech's trying to force it another shot clock violation.
Hushaw from Las Vegas, Nevada. Foothill High School. And hits the second as well. So inside of a 10-point game now, they've cut it to 9. Torgerson into the game. Pepper looks inside, and good defense. Bull stepped in front, knocked it away. Good job to create the turnover. Chance for the Argos to cut into this lead, perhaps before the break. Montana Tech will use a timeout, leading 28-19. J.C. Isaacson in his second season with this Argos program. I mean, you're battling a lot of quality coaches in this conference too.
Really
you know, both men and women. You got coaches that have been around for a long, long time.
Yeah, Isaacson's doing a great job so far, obviously early in his career with Providence, but doing a fantastic job with the group of guys that he's got. I mean, a winning record this year and probably some games that him and the team would like back, but overall a good year. They're fighting for a spot in the national tournament with this conference championship.
Isaacson from Augusta played for Steve Keller. We were talking about Coach Keller. He actually played for him. He's coached at Glacier High School, UM Western, and did a brief stint over at Montana State Billings before settling here as the head coach. And he's going up against a good one in Adam Hyatt, his counterpart, who not only said, we talked about all of his great success at Montana Tech, but you go back to his coaching days at Westminster, and he won a whole bunch of games with the Griffins when he was down there. He actually played where he's from and played college basketball at Westminster. And he also, to his credit, has 2 Big Sky Conference wins. He beat Northern Colorado when he was at Westminster. And, of course, beat the Montana Grizzlies at Montana Tech.
Yeah, a fabulous career for
He's the
Coach
Big
Hyatt.
Sky Slayer.
Yes.
Here's a 3 straight away that won't go by Hushaw, and the rebound to Ure in Montana Tech. Bake looking inside. Pepper, big size disadvantage here. Let's see if he takes advantage. Hushaw with great defense. I mean, he got caught down there.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that's what people in the basketball world like to say at times, mouse in the house, but a great hand there just to be able to knock it off Pepper's leg and get the ball back for the Argos.
Pepper at 6'7".
Yeah.
Looking to take advantage as you get a good look at Coach Hyatt. That is one intense coach, too, for the Diggers. Argos down 9. Here's the kick out and the 3. Had it dialed up just right. Did that penetration, kick out, wide open look, but couldn't finish.
And again, to see Mike Wright missing those, he does not miss those open of three-pointers very often. And I'm sure that Providence would love to see Wright find his groove here.
Decons tries to do the little finger roll, but too far away from the basket. Good defense there.
Yep. Good defense from Swanson. Not the tallest, but mass-wise, he's a big body down low.
Torgerson knocks it out of bounds. Will stay with the Argos. 1:28 to play. First half, 28-19, low-scoring game.
Yes.
As we mentioned, Montana Tech comes in averaging 78 points a game, gives up 62. Be a big basket here if the Argos could get one to fall. Nice drive, baseline, up and in. How about that by Bowles?
Yeah, they need Bowles and Boyd to keep finding their rhythm here.
Bowles leading scorer on this team at 15 a game. Much needed basket there brings Providence to within 7. 28-21. Torgerson kicks it back out to Ure for 3, and it's good. Michael Ure.
And with him out there, I think you're okay giving up that layup instead of too much overhelp and letting Ure wide open at the top.
Back to a double-digit lead at 10, 31-21. .30 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 3 left side, and it's good. That was huge by Mike Wright. Product out of Chicago, Illinois. Back to a 7-point game. Diggers will play for the final shot of the half. Pepper for 3, won't go. At the buzzer! You've got to be kidding me! Wow!
No way!
It happened in the women's game.
Oh my goodness!
And it happened again here.
If that wasn't the spark the Argos needed, I don't know what is.
That'll never be repeated as long as we're calling college basketball games again.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go, off the miss, watch this.
Oh my gosh.
A.J. Boyd says, how about that to finish the first half?
Yeah, and that's the guy you want to get fired up going into the second half, especially in this kind of game. I guess, like I've said, he's their Energizer Bunny, and for that to be a make for him at the buzzer, that's going to be the spark plug for that man.
Just for fun, let's look at it one more time. Keep in mind the Diggers were leading by 11 late in the first half, and then watch this. The 3-quarter heave, and the basket goes. Yeah, you can celebrate that, boys. 31-27, we're at the half. Montana Tech leads. over Providence.
Kidding.
Yes. How do you spell your last name?
S-H-U-T-E. Shoot, just like the gun. But
Shoot.
Yep.
Matt.
Matt, M-A-T-T, yep.
Okay, we just need a mic check. Just a 1, 2, 3 from you.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, just a little mic check there.
Announced his retirement as commissioner of the Frontier Conference, effective June 30th, 2023. Now, Mr. Paulson, who served as commissioner for 14 years, is the longest serving commissioner in the history of the conference and received the title of Frontier Conference.
I can't hear it very well.
Oh, okay. He said he can't hear you very well. Let's see.
There we go. Try that.
Yeah. Just give him a 1, 2, 3 or the alphabet or whatever.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear now. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool.
And welcome back to the Bootlegger Halftime Show, brought to you by the Bootlegger Bar and Casino in Great Falls. The Bootlegger Bar and Casino, the place to place your bet. We are at halftime here in this men's Frontier Conference Tournament Championship game. A dramatic end of the first half on not one, but two half-court shots. We had one for the ladies. We have one for the men, as that three-pointer brings this down to a 4-point game with Montana Tech leading 31-27. We are pleased to be joined at halftime by Matt Shute. He is the head of the Frontier Conference Officials Association. And Matt, some questions for you. First and foremost, how do you come to selecting the officials that work the Frontier Conference tournament?
Sure. So it's a body of work throughout the current season we're in. I review games. I have some observers in other gyms around that watch games, and have conversations throughout the year with lead officials and myself. And then I basically pick the best officials that had the best year, in my opinion, for what particular game.
Yeah, and when you're reviewing those officials and you're looking at your type of film, what exactly are you looking for when you're looking at the officials?
Obviously, everybody that knows basketball knows we're not perfect, and we're going to miss plays and we're going to miss calls. That plays into it a little bit, but it's more as how we react to those and how we communicate with the players and the coaches.
And I know that beyond this Frontier Conference postseason tournament, of course, the NAI tournament takes place. 64 teams. When you move on into the next round, into the national tournament, what input or what role do you take with your pool of officials that could potentially work those first or second round games?
Sure. How that works is NAIA, we have conference calls. I have conference calls with them throughout the year a couple of times, and emails. And if our conference is lucky enough to host a pod, which is the first and second round of the national tournaments, then the coordinator of officials for that conference gets to assign the conference pods. And a lot of them come from our conference, but usually one or two may come from other surrounding conferences as well.
Yeah, and you say, when we were talking to you earlier, you said you give them the opportunity to look at another pod too. In that sense, how does that work out? So say you can go here, or In that sense, how's that work for you?
I do stay a little bit stingy. If I want somebody to stay here, I do keep them here. But if we don't get a pod by chance, then other coordinators will reach out to me, and we do rate our officials. I have to rate 1 through 5, 1 through 7, whatever, and then I let that coordinator of officials, we have a discussion, and they pick who mates for them.
Yeah, the quality of basketball in the Frontier, men and women, is so good, and that makes it a challenge too for the officials to adjust to the speed, the quickness of the game, and there's a lot that goes into it. But in all the games that we do over the course of a season, games move quick, they're well played, they're well officiated, and most of the time they go on with pretty seamless, just like you'd want them to.
Yeah, these, knock on wood, I don't want to ruin us for tonight. But, the women's game I felt went very smoothly. And this game so far is, I don't want to jinx the guys, but they've done a nice job of controlling. You're right, our conference has a great reputation of having, I think it's one of the toughest conferences in NAIA, in my opinion. After refereeing around the country for 20 years, this conference is very competitive, and we have a great reputation, not only player-wise, but we've had some good officiating, people that have performed well at national tournaments.
Fast-moving first half, not a lot of whistles. You like to see that, right?
I do. Yep. We're in situations where the guys want to stay out of the way, don't insert themselves in the games if they don't have to, and it's perfect.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for taking a moment and stopping by. We appreciate it.
Anytime.
And obviously appreciate everything you and officials do.
Well, we appreciate you too. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
You bet. Matt Shute, the head of the Frontier Conference officials, here tonight, watching this game as we all are. So stick around. We've got more coming up on the Bootlegger halftime show. From Great Falls at the break, Diggers lead by 4.
The Heritage Inn is just off I-15 in Great Falls and minutes from the C.M. Russell Museum, the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, Giant Springs State Park, and many other attractions. You'll be near Malmstrom Air Force Base, Great Falls International Airport, and the River's Edge Trail along the Missouri River. After a day of travel, sightseeing, or fly fishing, unwind in the hot tub and take a dip in our heated pool. There's an exercise facility and a steam room. We have a full range of dining and entertainment options, including the Max Casino and Sports Bar, the Palomino Coffee Bar, and the Willow Creek Restaurant. Your accommodations will include satellite TV, in-room movies, a refrigerator, a microwave, a coffee and tea maker, and high-speed Wi-Fi. For an unforgettable trip to Great Falls, make your reservation at the Heritage Inn.
At Great Falls Ace, everything we do is about serving our community. We're your helpful place for quick fixes, improvement projects, or advice you can just plain trust. Each one of our departments has true experts that want to help make your project a rewarding experience. Service, convenience, quality. That's what Ace is known for. You have a lot of choices when it comes to where you shop, and we want to say thank you for trusting in us.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Scrap metal for cash? Come
Junior, what a tough shot maker he is there. A nice three-point stroke for him. And Quinn Swanson, he made a big three late in that first half and really got the energy up. Jameel Bowles is trying to get some production. Mike Wright finally saw one go through the bucket, and that's big for him. And how can you not talk about this one here? A.J. Boyd, a huge spark for the Argos going into the half there.
That's how the first half ended for the Argos. On the other side, Montana Tech, pretty solid, built an 11-point lead and looked like they had this game in control and got some great looks at attacking the rim. Okay, Cade doing some tough work down low in the blocks. He had a solid first half. And then, of course, Deacons also had a good first half. He leads the way with 9 points for Montana Tech. He was strong. But I got to believe, Adam, that if you're Providence, you enter the locker room and you're like jumping up and down saying, we can win this game.
100%. Yeah. 100% down 4 and coming off a huge shot at the buzzer like that, you're pretty excited coming into the second half.
All right, so stay with us as we close in on the start of the second half of tonight's game. It's a 4-point game here for Montana Tech leading. Back with more on the Bootlegger Halftime Report after this.
Come stay with us and enjoy well-appointed guest rooms, a hot breakfast daily, pool and hot tub with outdoor patio and barbecue area, fitness center, and so much more. Montana owned and operated, we're proud corporate partners of the University of Providence Argos. Sleep Inn and Suites, Mainstay Suites, 10th Avenue South and Fox Farm. Or check out our website, sleepingreatfalls.com.
At the University of Providence, we believe college is more than a collection of buildings, or a lecture, or a test, or even a degree. College is about connecting to something greater than yourself. The University of Providence is a private Roman Catholic liberal arts university founded in 1932 by the Sisters of Providence. And we continue to honor their vision by providing students with an education that goes beyond the classroom, an education grounded in our mission of connecting people with their communities, with one another, with the environment, with opportunities, with their spiritual journey, and, most importantly, connecting people with their potential. The University of Providence.
Montana, the last best place. And we believe the best state to do business. Like many of our clients, Farmers Union Insurance was born and raised in Montana. We started as a couple of farmers agreeing on their good word to insure each other. More than 100 years later, and our foundation is the same, our word is still our promise, providing protection when it's needed most. With our local claims adjusters and Montana roots, we bring peace of mind that can only be offered by us, the largest mutual insurance company domiciled in Montana. We are committed to you and believe in the true value of buying local. So come see us. Our agents live where you live.
Falls Cleaner and Laundry Center is your must-stop to get those items clean and looking new again. If you're tired of doing laundry, then don't. Falls Cleaner and Laundry Service can take care of it. If you'd like to do your own wash, well, you can at Falls Cleaner and Laundry Center. And don't forget they have free Wi-Fi, so you can check out your Facebook post while you wait. Falls Cleaner and Laundry is a complete dry cleaning, bundle drop-off, and coin-operated machine facility. They are helping the Argos stay fresh and clean all season long. It's Falls Cleaner and Laundry Center, open daily, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. with attendants on duty.
Montana. There's no place else like it. After all, it's why we all choose to live here. The vibe is different here. So when you find that perfect place for your family, we'll find the right home loan just for you. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
At Benefice Orthopedic Center of Montana, we offer same-day appointments and advanced.
Yeah, it's a fun way to do it. When I was in school, I went to school at the Division III level, and that's how they would do it. Some schools would host, and it was a good time. And I think it was about, at the D3 level, it was about 4 teams at one location for the first round, and then 4 teams at the next location. So I like that the NII is doing something similar.
Yep, 16 4-team pods to comprise the 64-team field, and then the winner of each pod advancing on to the National NAIA Basketball Championship. So here we go. The start of the second half, Montana Tech with a 4-point lead. Deacon's leading scorer for the Diggers with 9 in that first half. Oh, now a turnover. And here's Boyd with a basketball. Chance to cut this one to 2, possibly 1. Skip pass. Chavez with a wraparound. Oh, look what I got. Bounced right into the hands of Bowles, but he missed the easy bunny. Clever little pass from Chavez, a little wraparound there.
Definitely, just right through the hands of Atanasovs. Luckily, Bowles, right place, right time, able to come away with it.
Atanasov's been quiet tonight.
Yeah, he's a big piece for this Argo team, and for him to have to go out early in the first half with 3 fouls, it's not ideal for Providence.
Atanasovs spins to the basket. Won't go, and OKK clears it for the Diggers. Quickly up the court. Now pulls it back. Chavez slapping at it. Bake. Montana Tech shooting 43% from the field in that first half, 33% from beyond the arc. Providence just 33% field goal percentage, but only trailing by 4.
Dylan Mushaw in the contest.
OKK with a basketball, now drives. You're working on right. Deacon's wide open 3 and misses with the errant shot there, and here come the Argos. What a move, and the drive and the basket. How about the move by AJ Boyd? Wow.
Man, he is, he's something else.
Adanosov with a huge collision with Deacons. He goes down hard but pops right back up.
That was going to be on Adanosov.
And he is called for the foul. That's his 4th. Deacons to the line.
That's a tough loss for a good chunk of time here in the second half.
Yeah, free throw up and in. He's got to come out. And that's at the 18-minute mark here, so a lot of basketball to be played. Deacons. Geraldine, Montana. Triple jump champion in high school.
Yeah.
He's got some hops.
He does, and he's able to watch his siblings play in the challenge game yesterday, right before their game. So that was a cool moment for him.
You've had your share of basketball here.
Yeah, I sure have.
In the Electric City.
I really have.
Wide open look, in and out, no good. Boyd had a great look at it, but couldn't quite get it. Lead stays at 4. Inside to Ure. Boy, big size disadvantage again. And now the putback is up and in. So second chance point for Montana Tech. Lead is 6 at 35-29.
Yeah, just really aggressive on the old boards, and they've been that way from the jump.
Pasha kicks it outside. And here's Wright, gets shoved out of the lane. Goes back to Montana Tech. So Bake will bring it across. Oh, beautiful pass inside, and Decons is there. OKK with a gorgeous pass. Decons gets behind the defense, easy lay-in, 37-29, back to an 8-point game.
Yeah, and Tech right now, all the momentum.
Opening minutes of the second half, important, obviously. Foul on the Argos. Or check that on Montana Tech. Go up top to right now. Oh. Carrying the basketball, huh?
You don't see that called very often these days.
Hardly ever. And if you called it in the NBA, you'd call it every trip down the court. Coach Hyatt got his team up by 8, 37-29. Good game here. Had a great doubleheader. Of course, the first game with the women, won by the home team, the Argos, as they take down Rocky Mountain College. Providence hoping for the sweep. Get those Argos, both of you would like that. You got give you a little extra bonus coverage, right?
Yeah, give me a little bit something, especially if the women do end up hosting. That'd be a nice little weekend, be able to stay around and cover that women's side. But it would be awesome to be able to see both teams. I mean, I'm sure the Great Falls community would love to have both Providence squads and the national tournament.
And of course, we've got all the Montana State basketball championships on the horizon.
Yep.
That are coming up next week, as we are truly in the midst of March Madness, and that's always a fun time. And along with the Frontier Conference, the Big Sky Conference tournament starts, I believe, tomorrow over in Boise.
Yes.
And the Grizz clinched the regular season title for the men with their win over Eastern Washington. So they go in, and Coach DeCure does such a great job with that program, all-time wins leader for Montana. And that's really saying something, because when you look at the coaches that have come through Montana, I mean, it's a who's who of college coaches. You can go all the way back to Judd Heathcote and Mike Montgomery and Larry Kraskowiak and you know, it just goes on and on and on.
100%. That Big Sky tournament should be interesting. I mean, with Montana, obviously, but then throw Northern Colorado in the mix with them, and between those two, obviously sharing the conference championship, but that should be a fun tournament.
Should be. Great way to get this week going with the Frontier Conference tournament right here in Great Falls. Here's Ure with the three, and he's got it. Man, he is dialed in from up top. Basket's good. And the foul was assessed on OKK under the basket, so give him the three.
Yep. And just like Providence, that's a guy for the Diggers you don't want to see go out with 4 fouls in OKK. A big piece for this team.
Ure has 11 points now for Montana Tech in this one. Shot rolls around, won't fall. Peffer with a big rebound. Montana Tech now matching its biggest lead of the night at 11, and looking to extend it on this possession. Wide open look.
It's a good look. And good ball movement there from Tech.
Bay couldn't get it to go. 40-29 our score. And again, the miss by Bowles, who had a great look. Ure with the drive, spin move. Peffer with a good offensive rebound.
Yeah, just that size difference there, big factor for Tech getting a lot of these rebounds.
Yeah, Peffer with a great move on the offensive end. He knocks it down. And the sophomore from Glendale Community College transferring in gets 2 there.
And Tech to know on an 11-2 run since the start of this second half.
A three on the way, won't go by Swanson. Oh, you're right. This is a critical stage for the Argos. If they want to stay in this game, they cannot get too much more separation. They're down 13. Montana Tech is hot right now, and there's a three by Braden Cook that won't go. Former Gatorade Player of the Year out of Helena Capital. Nice move inside. Boy, the lid is on for Providence. They just can't get anything to fall.
It's got to be something with this bucket. We saw Rocky unable to make some shots on the same hoop in that first game.
Look at the ball movement in this offensive set. So good. Oh, nice move.
Good hesitation from Cook.
Yeah, Cook comes in averaging 11 a game, and that's a big one right there.
Yes, it is.
Ups the lead to 15 at 44-29 at the 13:37 mark of this game.
Ace is known for. You have a lot of choices when it comes to where you shop, and we want to say thank you for trusting in us.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The Heritage Inn is just off I-15 in Great Falls and minutes from the C.M. Russell Museum, the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, Giant Springs State Park, and many other attractions. You'll be near Malmstrom Air Force Base, Great Falls International Airport, and the River's Edge Trail along the Missouri River. After a day of travel, sightseeing, or fly fishing, unwind in the hot tub and take a dip in our heated pool. There's an exercise facility and a steam room. We have a full range of dining and entertainment options, including the Max Casino and Sports Bar, the Palomino Coffee Bar, and the Willow Creek Restaurant. Your accommodations will include satellite TV, in-room movies, a refrigerator, a microwave, a coffee and tea maker.
Hoping to close out the Argos and potentially host a first and second round playoff pod in the upcoming NAI National Tournament. We'll find out on Thursday where we stand on that. So the lead is 15, and I think right now the next 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes, pretty much going to decide whether Providence is going to get in this thing or not.
I agree, and it very well could be a much closer game. Right now, we were just talking about it in that break. Providence getting all the shots they're looking for right now. They're getting to the bucket, getting some good looks, but they just can't get the lid off the bucket.
21 white.
Tanasov trying to back his man down. Good position, draws the foul. Argos looking to somebody for some offense right now. As you mentioned, getting great looks at the basket. There's a tough three, and it is. It's in. Ryan Chavez, junior from Fresno, California, hits a big-time three. 44-32. They got it down to 12.
Yeah, that's big from Chavez. Again, just such a smooth left jumper from Chavez, and to see that one go through, I think that's going to help give the Argos some confidence here.
Here's Peffer. Kicks it back outside. Bake with the baseline drive. Peffer, tough three. Got it off just before the buzzer and raked out of there and quickly. The Argos answer right back behind Bowles. Chavez again. Oh, nice job. There by Decons. How about that transition basket and the slam with the finish?
Yeah, that is one way to shut some momentum shifter down.
Foul's going to be on Reynolds.
Foul on Reynolds. Ure comes back into the lineup along with Torgerson.
Levi Torgerson.
A little elevation there, huh?
Yeah, just a bit.
Showing off that triple jump ability.
Yeah, no kidding.
Here's a three from the baseline is good. So Mike Wright knocks a three down, 46-35. They got it to within 11. Chipping away. We said these next 3 minutes would be important. They've shaved 3 off the lead. Oh, quick drive, and Paffer blows the easy lay-in.
Yeah, I think maybe expect some contact from Chavez on the drive.
Yep. Deacon's going to be called for the block. You see how the officials looked at each other?
Yep.
I'll pause just enough.
It's tough, but I think just in that second, just from at least our angle, it almost looked like he's there in time, but just started to lean as the Argos were coming in looking for the layup.
So we're at the 11:41 mark, closing in on the midway point of the second half of the men's championship here. Looked at the regular season, and we talked a little bit about that. And you know, what happens is when you have such a good league and teams are so balanced, you start cannibalizing each other because you got to keep playing each other.
Yeah.
And so you drop from the rankings because teams are beating, you know, you get past Montana Tech at 10-5, then you have Providence and Carroll at 9-6, Western at 8-7, and Rocky at 7-8.
Yeah.
So the, you know, 2 through 4 are just right there: win one, lose one, win one, lose one.
It really is. The conference is just so competitive, and again, we've said it numerous times. You really don't know what you're going to get out of any Frontier Conference game. And it showed in the women's championship game. Typically, in their games of the regular season, close, but Providence comes out and they win by a huge margin. So you just never know what to expect from Frontier Conference basketball.
And as we mentioned, that when it comes to the Frontier, their history of success in the national tournament bears notice. And boy, the women have had 3-4 teams in that national tournament from time to time. Argos down 11. That's going to be traveling. The right kind of slides the feet. He'll take a seat. Hushaw back in for the Argos. Torgerson. Yeah, the big guy's kind of been living out there at the top of the key, hasn't he?
He really has. And I think, when you're hot from out there, why not?
Yeah. Peffer, nice move.
Oh, great move.
Soft kiss off the glass for 2. The lead is 13.
Just great poise and concentration to get Boyd up in the air and then just allow another pivot step through. And like I said, just a nice soft kiss off the glass.
Baseline drive, kick out. Good defense. Here's a long 3 that won't go. So A.J. Boyd can't connect. And Montana Tech up 13, a chance to increase that on this possession. Here's Ure all alone. This time passes it up, drives, and scores. Oh, that was huge for Montana Tech as they extend the lead to 15, and Ure will go to the line for one more.
Right, and you can see it there. Atanasov's helping off just a little bit too much, leaving Ure wide open, and his closeout just a little too aggressive, getting him up and just getting himself up in the air, and Ure going to take advantage and taking it right to the rack.
Misses the free throw, so lead stays at 15. Entry pass inside to Atanasov. Tough shot. Decons with the rebound.
Yeah, an off night for Atanasov. Still has yet to score, get a point on the stat sheet. And when he's not scoring it, it's tough for the Argos.
Peffer kicks it outside to Bake for three. Oh, and that was a dagger right there as it punches the lead up to 18 at 53-35. Under 10 to play here in the game.
Yeah, Tech is locked in and they are finding their groove. And
Decons gets the timeout. Wow, that was smart. Got the rebound, hit the floor.
Timeout, White. Timeout, John Floyd.
And he gets the timeout as he was on the verge of getting all tied up. Good hustle play by Decons.
Yeah, great awareness. He said could have very well easily been a jump ball there, but
Lertley calls the timeout. Boy, Montana Tech has looked impressive here in this second half. On both ends, really. Defense has been very good.
Yes, very good.
Hold on, guys. These individuals
you can see right now, it's just a couple of times here, it's when Boyd's trying to come off the screen, the hedge is so high up. Boyd is then starting his retreat dribble. By the time he's done retreat dribbling, he's almost by the half circle of that half court line. They're just not giving Boyd the opportunity to really even try to drive and get to the bucket.
So Montana Tech doing what they do best, and when it's time to put the foot to the gas, they respond. And it's such a well-balanced team too that we talked about the balance in scoring with 6 players averaging in double figures. I mean, how do you defense that, right?
Yeah, it's really tough, and not only their scoring, but it's like when you've got the 6 guys that score double figures, but all 6 of those guys are capable of going out here and locking their man down. It's, like you said, it's an all-around skilled team, all 3-level scorers, and just smart defensively, and really makes the opposing team life very difficult.
Argos now gonna go with a little full court press. And Torgerson will bring it across. Montana Tech in control here in the second half. Torgerson, pull up 3, tough shot. Wow. Torgerson,
man.
That's a tough 3.
Man, good separation there.
Yeah. Tanasov answers back and he hits the 3.
Yeah, I mean, both teams shooting the 3 relatively decent. I mean, that one from Torgerson put Tech at 6 of 16, and now Providence, I mean, they're 8 of 23, so pretty solid shooting nights from beyond the arc.
Here's Bake. Draws some contact, and jump ball's the call. Argos will get it. Down by 18. Well, if you look at the numbers that Montana Tech, I mean, they pretty much lead in all categories against their opponents. Points scored, points against, rebounding, assists, point differential, really any stat you want to look at, they dominate it.
They really do, and I mean, they're showing it right now. The rebounding one especially, I mean, it's just their size. They're so tall, they've got a lot of length, and I mean, you saw right there on that block.
Yeah, right on cue for Peffer, who swats away the offering by Bowles. Oh, Decon's down the lane with the flush.
Yeah, you're not gonna stop that man when he's got full head of steam in a wide open lane.
Decon's putting on a show tonight, back to 20. 58-38, under 8 to play in this one. Tough shot, won't go by Bowles, whistle and a foul.
Foul's going to be on Michael York.
Send Bowles to the line.
At the line, number 11, Jameel Bowles.
Bowles 73% shooting on the season. Gets 2 here. First one is up and no good. So Montana Tech on the verge. On the verge, not over yet.
Not over yet.
Close to being there to winning yet another Frontier Conference regular season and tournament championship. 4 straight if they get it done.
Yep.
And back to the NAI National Tournament. Gets the second free throw. Okay, Kay's back in the lineup now, along with Cook. And you look at the, the scoring by Montana Tech, and we've talked about how they spread it around. And there's just not 1 or 2 guys out there you got to stop. You got to contain everybody. You look at a kid like Braden Cook, who was the former Gatorade Player of the Year. He's had a 24-point game this season. He's scored just 2 points tonight, but they haven't needed him.
No, they haven't needed him because, you got Decons with 17 and Dorr with 15. And so, when you got guys that just can score from all over, doesn't matter the position, you're just a hard team to beat.
Oh, here's a steal. Whoa.
Hey, for bonus. 11 shooting.
Foul's going to be on Decons, and that was some sort of athletic move. That's the triple jump in him right there.
Exactly. Yeah.
He flies over the camera guy, then leaps the barricade,
and then he goes up, I think maybe 3 rows of the bleachers over there.
Yeah, and then winds up in row 3 of the bleachers.
At the line for the Argos, Jameel Boyd.
Hey, we live on the first time.
So Bowles back to the line and gets the first of 2. 18-point lead for the Ore Diggers.
Bowles for 2.
Gets the second as well. So Bowles, the senior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I wonder how he likes winters up here in Big Sky Country.
Yeah, him and Boyd. I don't think they can't be very fond of it.
Especially, 2 weeks ago. Got a little chilly up here.
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit.
Okay, Kay looks inside to Peffer. Oh, he's fouled. Missed the easy lay-in, but he'll go to the line.
That was going to be on Chavez. At the line.
Great position inside on the Great Falls Realty replay. There's a guy that could play the game back in the day. Assistant coach for Providence. Shanky Smalls. Well, I remember him back in the high school days. What a talent.
Yeah, like I told you, he came out of the locker room after the game last night. Here he comes, and he just puts 5 in a row in.
I'm sure he did.
From deep.
Under 7 now to play in this one. Look how hard Providence has to work to get a good shot. It takes so much time off the clock. There's a little floater in the lane. And how many of those have we seen missed tonight? Like you said, good looks at the basket, really.
Right. Yeah, typically that's... Boyd loves getting to his floater, loves getting to that mid-range, to the rack. And yeah, we've seen just a lot of misses from someone that can finish so well around the rim.
That was going to be on Chavez.
Fouls on Chavez. 6th team foul. Just kind of a typical Montana Tech game. They just methodically wear you down. Okay, double teamed. Oh, great follow by Decons. Oh, has he had himself a game?
He has. Might have been flirting with the goaltending there a little bit. I think he got his hand away just in time. But yeah, I mean, leading scorer for both teams with 19.
Oh,
yeah.
There it is.
Yep. He stood there for a good 2 seconds before Swanson started to drive there. He knew it was coming.
You know, when you're down big like this, you want to come down and just get shots off quickly, but they just can't.
They really can't. No, and that, I mean, again, props to the Tech defense. Doing everything they can and just to make the Argos' life hard here today.
Using that shot clock. Oh, inside OKK all alone gets the easy lay-in.
Grapevine just caught right, sleeping down low on the block and just makes it an easy layup for OKK.
Lead is now 22. Tough three on the way. Decons quickly down the other way. Now he'll pull it back.
Yeah.
Smartly use the, spread the floor, reset the offense, use that shot clock.
Yeah, Tech, I mean, obviously big lead and no position to have to force anything up.
Decons wheels and drives to the basket. Beautiful assist from Bake and Decons with the finish.
They are just getting to the rim with ease right now. I mean, with that one and then the layup prior, it's just they're just finding the holes in the Argo defense. Next thing you know, they're right at the bucket.
Oh, nice drive and finish by Swanson. Going to be too little, too late though in this one. Montana Tech going to seal the deal on this Frontier Conference Championship and advance on to the NAI National Tournament.
Yeah, it has just been an all-around great effort from the Ore Diggers tonight. And offensively, defensively, just doing whatever they can. And right there's a good proof of it.
Well, I don't know about you, but that's the game MVP in my book.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, he has had himself a game.
Yeah, I mean, just right now, I mean, actually, 23 points, 9 boards. It's just, a fantastic showing in a big game like this. Actually, that was his 10 boards, and that puts him at a nice double-double here this evening.
No, last night it was Peffer. Tonight it's Decons. KK with a nice job. No, just gets it off right at the shot clock buzzer. That's using the clock.
Yeah, it is. It's just they are just doing whatever they can down by the rim.
Yeah,
and they are. It's just been a dominant second half. I mean, currently 38-16 here in the second.
This will be win number 24 against just 6 losses for Montana Tech. Boy, they know how to turn it on. We talked about the 3-game losing streak, half of their 6 losses right at the end of the season. And then come back with these 2 incredible performances in the postseason tournament.
Yeah, and that's what you want. I mean, to play your best basketball in moments like this in playoff basketball, especially going now into the national tournament, to be playing this type of ball, it's really encouraging, not only for the players but for the Montana Tech fan base.
Well, their win differential is 16 for the entire season.
Yeah,
and that's huge. Winning by a margin of 16 points, and tonight it's going to be well north of that at 69-43. So we're back with the final 2 minutes here in Great Falls. Montana Tech will be your men's Frontier Conference Tournament champions.
Sleep Inn and Suites Mainstay Suites, 10th Avenue South and Fox Farm. or check out our website, sleepingreatfalls.com.
At the University of Providence, we believe college is more than a collection of buildings, or a lecture, or a test, or even a degree. College is about connecting to something greater than yourself. The University of Providence is a private Roman Catholic liberal arts university founded in 1932 by the Sisters of Providence. And we continue to honor their vision by providing students with an education that goes beyond the classroom, an education grounded in our mission of connecting people with their communities, with one another, with the environment, with opportunities, with their spiritual journey, and, most importantly, connecting people with their potential. The University of Providence.
Montana, the last best place.
That triple jump
And
athleticism
we believe
tonight.
the best day to do business. Like many of our clients.
Cook for three, gets his own rebound.
Yeah, I mean, that has just been the story of the night.
A lot of credit to this Providence team. Came in, decided underdogs.
Yep.
It was a 4-point lead at the half, 31-27. But from there, it was just a methodical win and execution by Montana Tech to close this one out.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to beat a team when they are shooting 50% from the field, and it just props to them. A great shooting night. I mean, obviously, Providence unable to get a lot. They're just sitting under 30% at 29 from the field, so it's tough to win ball games.
Final minute of play. All academic at this point for Montana Tech. Everybody getting in here in the final couple of minutes.
In the contest for Tech, that time Owen Long.
So it'll be Providence for the women, Montana Tech for the men, as Frontier Conference champions. I think at the women's side, Adam, it'll be really interesting to see who gets in.
It really will be. Like we said, three teams that are capable of making, obviously Providence, they win their spot in it, but Carroll Rocky, they were receiving votes or ranked pretty much throughout this entire season. So both teams with a great chance of getting that at large.
And that's the other thing that hurts when you're so competitive in the Frontier and teams are beating each other. You keep dropping in and out of the rankings. We saw that in football. At one point, there were four teams that were ranked in the top 15, and then as the season went on and they kept knocking each other off, they were dropping teams out of the top 25.
But that goes to the expansion next year. That will help out big time, not having to play your conference opponents 3 times. So that'll be big for those ranked teams.
And that's going to do it as the clock runs out for the game and for the Argos season. And for Montana Tech, it's on to the NAI National Tournament final score here in Great Falls, 69-50. Hey, we'll be back to wrap things up here in Great Falls. You've been watching Frontier Conference Tournament Basketball on SWX.
At Great Falls Ace, everything we do is about serving our community. We're your helpful place for quick fixes, improvement projects, or advice you can just plain trust. Each one of our departments has true experts that want to help make your project a rewarding experience. Service, convenience, quality. That's what Ace is known for. You have a lot of choices when it comes to where you shop, and we want to say
they'll be cutting down the nets and enjoying this, but not for very long, Adam, because very soon they'll be getting ready for the NAIA National Tournament, and they'll find out Thursday where they're headed for or if they'll be at home.
Yeah, and with how they've played tonight and last night, you got to think they're playing some good ball, and wouldn't be shocked if they do make a run in this tournament this year.
Well, more than capable of making a deep run in the tournament. They've done it before, and as we've said many times, the Frontier Conference, very strong. Just look at what Providence and Carroll did at last year's women's tournament, getting into the semifinals. And the final numbers in tonight's game, Adam, what stands out to you?
Well, it's got to be Hayden Decons.
Yep.
23 points and 11 rebounds. It's just 10 of 15 shooting. We talked about it. You got 6 guys that scored double digits, and any of them can go off. And we saw one of them go off tonight, and it was Decons. And just what a fantastic game he put together offensively and defensively.
Yep, no question, the player of the game, and he is the guy that they let put that championship sticker on the big old billboard there, which has become customary in college basketball. Montana Tech, close game at the break. Second half really started to put things away, and we've said it more than once. There's way more than 1, 2, 3, 4 guys you gotta stop, and just too many. They came at you at waves. Good effort for the Argos, though. They made it close for a while.
Yeah, they did.
But that right there, sealing the deal, led by as many as 22. That's going to do it from right here in Great Falls. Thanks very much for watching. For Adam Rodriguez, I'm Chris Spires, and all our crew at SWX saying so long from Great Falls.